Hi guys, today's video is going to be really exciting, but I'm also a little bit nervous about making it because it is a high-end purchase. I bought my first Chanel handbag. Basically, I mean, I've tried to film this about 15 times already. And it's just, I go off on a rambly tangent at the beginning of the video and then never actually end up even holding the bag in my hands in the video 10 minutes into it. But basically, it was my 30th birthday. I'd had a couple of jobs come in all at the same time. I was on holiday and all the stars aligned to find this one perfect bag, which was in an accessible price range for me at the time. And I just thought, I'm gonna do it. I never in a million years thought I'd buy a Chanel handbag until a few months ago. I thought that they were all thousands and thousands of pounds. I thought to get a relatively classic-ish looking bag, you were looking at kind of £2,000–3,000. I just never thought I would be able to do that. Part of the reason that I purchased it was because I was in Heathrow, where it is apparently the cheapest place in the world, including Paris, so I hear, that you can buy Chanel. They don't get a tremendous amount of stock, but you can speak to a personal shopper ahead of time and they can give you information on the stock that they've got, send you pictures and stuff like that. But I'll talk all about that at the end of the video for those of you that are interested. And I'll talk about prices and all that kind of thing. One of the people that was invaluable resource-wise to me on YouTube during the time before the purchase was Chase Amy, who I'll link below. She manages to talk about designer goods without ever, you can only feel positively about her. She's so well spoken and so well researched about everything, and she doesn't come across as kind of spoiled or bratty at all. Obviously makes her own money and hey, spend it however you want. And I just think she's a really great person if you are interested in those kind of things, and if you like designer goods, she's a great person to watch on YouTube. I think she's amassed quite a following subscriber-wise in a real short space of time, and I can totally see why. One, it's kind of a big deal on YouTube. People like to see stuff about designer goods because you want to watch as many videos as possible about something before you buy it if you're spending a lot of money on it. And you also want to find people who seem knowledgeable, and she really does. So if you're into that kind of thing, I highly recommend you check her out. You can't hate her, is all I'm saying. I've watched a lot of people that have a lot of designer goods and just seem ungrateful and seem like they have so much stuff and they don't care about it, and they get something and it's not exciting or special. Whereas she still has that kind of excitement for everything that I feel makes her a bit more endearing. So anyway, she was the first person that I heard about the Heathrow service through, and so I went on to watch more of her videos, and she had a smaller style Chanel, which was a square, and I'd never seen this bag before. Started doing some research. Lauren Conrad from the Hills had one. She was quite a style icon for me for quite a long time, and I discovered it was one of the more accessible priced bags. Now, Chanel inclines all the time. Like, the prices increase constantly, like every few months sometimes, 6 months to a year minimum. The prices will increase. And so people are always saying, you know, if you're going to buy one now. That being said, I still couldn't bite the bullet and get like a classic one. But given that Heathrow has VAT-free prices, I think it's something between 13 and 17% off. I don't know if it's dependent on the store or dependent on the item. I thought if they've got exactly what I want, I'm going for it. And they did. So I'm going to show you what it is. It was the square. I was really nervous that they weren't going to have what I wanted. I was going to end up impulse buying something that wasn't quite right. But a couple of days before we flew, they sent me a picture and they had just the perfect thing. I wanted caviar because it was going to be more durable in theory, and I didn't want gold hardware. So this is what we found. I put it back in the box just to show you how they packaged it, but I've already been using it. So the box looked like this, which I think is really, you know, it's like a proper magnetic box. And in the box, there was a dust bag, and in the dust bag was the bag. It is small, but it holds more than you would imagine, and I'm going to talk more about that in a different video. I've been using it kind of as my weekend bag. If I went out for anything, if I just went out to the pub or whatever, I would use it. I don't want this to be a bag that I keep kind of on a shelf for special occasions. I want it to be my small go-to bag. That was part of the reason that I wanted the caviar leather, which is kind of this, it's like pebbled almost. And I was worried about the caviar because I'd read different things, and some people's bags, when you see them online and they show it, it looks plasticky. Some people's, you know, like when they run their fingernail over it, it sounds like it's going to be hard and not soft at all. But I found it to be really nice. It feels really nice and it's soft still. It's not as soft as the kind of soft leather, the untreated leather, but it's going to be so much more durable. So this is what it looks like. It is the mini square. I got it in the, is it called ruthenium hardware? It looks like kind of tarnished silvery gunmetal. It looks like this. Apologies for the blinds. the light situation is not so great in here. But it kind of looks like, I think you can see, like weathered looking, but silver. And that's the same on the chain as well. It opens in that way, you know, a little turn lock. And then inside, I have another Chanel piece that Lee bought me for my birthday. And I will show you that. It is this card case. If you were looking, initially, this is how it happened. It was a slippery slope. I thought, I'm going to buy something from Chanel for my birthday. I've always wanted something from Chanel. I'm total label whore. Just something from Chanel is what I wanted for my birthday. So I started looking and thinking, I'm going to get a small leather good because it's not going to be mega expensive. It's more accessible. That's what I'm going to do. So I started looking at kind of wallets and card cases, and I believe this is about £250. I don't know how much it was duty free. 250-ish, 275 maybe. And this is the softer leather. So this probably won't last me as long, or it'll get, you know, knackered quickly. It'll scratch up, but I didn't mind so much. You know, it's a beautiful pink color, and I think that the colors look nicer in the soft leather rather than in the caviar pebbled leather. So I got this thinking, you know, if it gets a bit dinged up, it's fine. It only goes inside the bag anyway. But also as a little test to see how durable the softer leather is as well, the untreated leather. But this was initially what I was going to buy. I was going to buy this in black, and I thought, I'll get that. That's my little piece of Chanel that I bought for my 30th birthday, and obviously it escalated. 250 became, you know, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I was originally looking at after this, I was looking at the wallet on chain, which is one of the most purchased things apparently from Heathrow. I think it comes in, it's around 1,250 or something, full price, like RRP. And at Heathrow, I believe at the moment it's 1,080. Now it's larger than this. It looks like a small handbag. It's maybe about this size, but it's still got the chain. And it's a very popular entry-level Chanel piece. So that was £1,080. And that was what I was going to get. 100%, that's what I was going to get. I had the money separate to my spending money for our holiday, and I thought, I'm going to do it. You know, when am I next going to be in this position? It was a big birthday. I'm going to do it. And then I started watching Amy's videos. I think I originally found her through the Heathrow videos. Then I found her because she had the wallet on a chain, and she was comparing the wallet on a chain to this. And the difference in price is around, I think it was about £350 difference. This ended up costing me £1,415, and that was the Heathrow price. But I think full price is around £1,650, something like that. And I just thought, this is a proper bag. I'm gonna spend the extra for this. And I'm so happy with it. I've used it so much already. Just on a weekend, or if I'm just going somewhere I'm not going to work, somewhere where I don't have to have a bag full of stuff. This fits everything I need to fit in it. It even fits my new vlog camera in there. I can fit my little purse, my camera, my phone. My iPhone 6 does fit just in there. It fits perfectly with the case on it. And yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. But like I say, once I've had it for a little bit longer, I'll do more of a what's in my bag and a review. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. There are various ways that you can wear it. I mean, it is supposed to be more of a long, you can wear it on your shoulder or crossbody if you're short like me. I am particularly short in the body, so that's good for me with this. There are other alternatives, like other people have pulled these straps through and make it more of kind of a short handle. So this would be more kind of a shoulder bag for me. That hits just kind of on my hip, and then it gives you that little classic Chanel chain on the top effect as well. I don't know how often I would wear it like this. I probably would. I mean, it is a little bit more versatile, but I do like that I can wear it on my shoulder long, I can wear it crossbody, or I can wear it on my shoulder short like that. There is a little bit of versatility to it. Whether it's intended to be like that or not, I don't know, because it is just the single chain, whereas the classic styles you can do this with because it's double chains and you can pull it in a different way anyway. But yeah, anyway, that's the bag. There's a little flap on the back that I literally never use for anything. On the inside, it's just one pocket or one, you know, section that's all lined with leather. Then it's got a little pocket on the back there and a little zip pocket as well. There's not a lot to tell you about it. It's very small, but I find it to be much more roomy than you would imagine because it is just the single flaps. There's nothing taking up the inside. It is just, you can pack it out as much as you possibly can. And I found it to be really useful so far. A little bit of something about the card case, because I would highly recommend this if you are looking for a little piece of Chanel like I was. I mean, it's a little bit luxurious in the softer leather. This, I have got stuff in at the moment. So I've just been using this as my regular wallet. I found that I actually didn't need to be taking the big wallet around with me that I had all the time. I always had tons of cards, and I could take another card holder. I think that, you know, over time I'll probably put all the cards, all the loyalty cards and stuff that I want together and put them maybe in a separate little card holder. But at the moment what I've got is my main cards in the front, so I've got my kind of driving license and my bank card, or normally my bank card's in there, and then in the body of the purse, and it is just supposed to be a card holder. There's different ones available, but I got this one specifically because I could use this for change and stuff. I've got cash, and I have other different kinds of cards in here, and some coupons, and then change. I think, to be fair, already I'm keeping more in it and able to keep more in it than I anticipated that I would be able to. I thought that I wouldn't be able to fit anything in there, and it's pretty good. And it's got the little logo and stuff on the inside. And the card holder came in its own box as well. The boxes are so beautiful, and they both had the little camellia stuck on the top. I thought this was like, for a card holder, the box was insane. So it has the box in there, then it has a little suede or velvet pouch, so it came in like that. And then it had the ribbon. Everything was tied beautifully, and both of them came with their like authenticity cards. So packaging wise, they definitely make it feel really, really special. Like holding the bag and everything about it was really, really cool. The only thing that I would say that kind of dampened the experience was the fact that I had to change terminals. I was willing to do it just because they had exactly what I wanted, and it was perfect. And like I say, I wasn't gonna be able to get that price again. I wasn't prepared to pay £250 more to not change terminals. What I'm talking about is within Heathrow, they offer a service where if you want to shop in a different terminal than you're flying from, they can get someone to meet you and they will transfer you to a different terminal. The problem with this is it's not as easy as it sounds. You actually have to go through security multiple times. So you go through security to get to your terminal, then you have to meet the person, go through security to get to the other terminal, get whatever you're getting, go through security to come back. 3 times I went through security. It all depends on how busy it is. It wasn't too bad. I also had to go bus between terminals. Wasn't too bad, but I went on my own because we were with a group and I didn't want to split the whole group up just for me to go shopping. So I was on my own with this person that I didn't know, who was lovely, but that's what I did. And then I went and got the thing, and she asked if I wanted to go anywhere else, and afterwards, you know, we were getting on quite well. She took me to some of the shops within my terminal, like we went to Hermes because I said it was so expensive, and I felt like, I've always felt like I can't go into certain shops, like I don't belong there. And I know some people will think that's crazy, but I'm very intimidated by extremely high-end stores and high-end store staff. So how I ever managed to go into Chanel to buy this, I don't know. Had I not been with her and she was like pushing me to go in, I don't know what I would have done. Because I'm a total wuss when it comes to stuff like that. I remember the first time I went into Mulberry, I went in with my friend who'd already bought one, and I kind of considered it to be like a pass. She walked in and they knew that she already had one, and so I felt totally comfortable. I don't know what it is. I've worked in shops before. I don't know why I'm so intimidated by that kind of place. I remember when I went into Louis Vuitton and they have doormen that speak French. It's like, what is this place? It's such a strange, like, alternate universe when you go into these stores. But I've never had a bad experience. I've always gone in places like that and they've always been really, really lovely. And this was no different. I'd reserved the item so they knew, and they went through looking for things. And it looks like people reserve stuff all the time because they had like shelves and shelves and shelves when they opened this cupboard of things with people's names on them. So anyway, they got the bag out and I was like holding it and whatever, and I was very conscious that other people were waiting for me, and so I kind of just said yes, that's it, purchased it, and we ran off and got a bus back. But I didn't do the whole, like, I didn't try it on in the shop before I bought it. I didn't do anything. I just kind of held it in my hands and thought, I can't believe it's here, and it's exactly what I wanted. But I didn't even try it on. It's insane. I do kind of wish that I'd had a friend with me and it had been a really exciting first Chanel experience, but hey, the end thing was still the same. I still got the bag, I still got a really good deal, and I'm really, really happy with it. And no buyer's remorse. A couple of people suggested I may feel really bad afterwards, you know, like, oh my god, you're gonna be like, I can't believe I've spent all that money. But it was earmarked for that, and I'm really happy with it. There was no buyer's remorse whatsoever. But I feel like I have my little piece that I can wear wherever, because it's such a versatile bag. I can wear it in the daytime, especially because I ended up getting the kind of dark silver coloured hardware. I feel like it's a little bit less showy as well, and a little bit more casual than bright gold. Plus bright gold, it wasn't me. So I'm really happy with this. Hopefully you guys that were interested in what I purchased and wanted to see a bit more in depth about the bag are happy to see it. If you have any questions or anything, if you're thinking about buying this bag yourself, let me know. I hope you enjoyed that video and the super rambliness that it was. but it is my video. And I will be back soon with the remainder of my Vegas haul and some vlogs for you.